first thing I'd like to talk about is why Indiana is such a great place to do business. If you're already here in Indiana, you'll understand that. And if you're not here yet, but I think you'll probably end up coming to Indiana. Indiana is a really good place for doing business for a few reasons. First of all, let's start with the people. It's the best asset we have. Indiana workers are very well known in the industry, all throughout the country, as just a great work ethic. People show up, they do their job, and they're really good team spirit about it. They're very loyal employees. We hear that all the time. The other great reason why Indiana is a good place to do business is because of the fiscal climate. Indiana, as you may or may not know, has the highest bond rating of any state in the United States. A lot of states can't say that. The other thing that we have is 12% of our annual budget is in cash reserves. Many other states, your jaw will drop if you hear that, because you hear terrible stories about a lot of states living outside of their means. Indiana certainly is not that. Indiana is sitting on 12% of our annual budget in cash reserves. And that's important for a couple reasons. It provides us the opportunity to provide some certainty to business owners and decision makers. Certainty is very important when it comes to businesses. Companies are financial beings and they make rational financial decisions. So having a climate in which there's a lot of certainty in how the state as your partner is going to act is really important. And that translates into lower taxes. In fact, one of the most aggressive, lowest tax rates within the United States, certainly here in the Midwest. The other thing is that Indiana has a great propensity to continue to invest in itself without leveraging my kids or my grandkids to pay for that. We make a lot of investments in the infrastructure of the state, and we understand that because it's the lifeblood of business. It's how commerce moves. So we make substantial investments in our infrastructure. And we do that in interesting ways, in some of the ways that other states haven't even dreamed of doing. Several years ago, we had a public-private partnership in which we had a company that came in and leased one of the toll roads here in the United States. And that provided a couple $1 billion payment. And what we did with that is we invested that in our future. So we went ahead and paid cash for continued infrastructure investments. And in fact, we're several years ahead in investing in that infrastructure. So we don't mind taking state resources to continue to invest in ourselves to provide the next generation of connectivity for businesses, which is important. The other thing that Indiana has is a very aggressive state incentive program. Like any state, it needs to be competitive in order to get in the game. Indiana certainly is that, and in fact, is very well known among and between the other states. A lot of other states don't like it when Indiana's in the mix because our batting average is pretty good. I served for 4 years as the CEO of the Indiana Economic Development Corporation and the Secretary of Commerce under Governor Pence for his full 4-year term. During that time, I worked on over 1,100 deals, ranging from software to transportation to advanced manufacturing to logistics, just about every kind of business there is out there. One of the things we'd be able to offer you as you look to expand is that great experience that 1,100 deals will bring to you and to the team that you can count on here at Bose.